Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
It is 7:31, 23 degrees outside, partly to mostly cloudy. I don't know who come up with that particular description for the sky, but we're using it this morning.
Works for me.
It's working because we have some clear sky, we have some cloudy sky, and it's kind of separated. We have a guy on the line that has been busy out talking to producers about their cattle and bringing them to the Burwell and Broken Bow livestock barns. And he is ready to go. His name is Drew.
Yes.
Let's find out what's going on at the barns. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Pretty darn good. Did you enjoy some of the wrestling? Did you get to listen to any of the wrestling the other day?
I did. I didn't get to watch any of it live, but I sure listened to Dave or Brent on the radio. And I tell you what, you guys did a great job of covering that. And there were some pretty exciting matches. And I tell you what, I think down there in state, it's going to be some of the best matches you're probably going to ever see. There was some great matches come out of districts, and I think we might get to see some rematches down in states. It's pretty exciting.
It is, yeah, very exciting. Going to be a fun 3 days coming up.
Oh, yeah. Some rematches that everybody's looking forward to. Drew, what's happening at the... Go ahead.
I'll bet one thing you're not looking forward to is paying the feed bill on those three guys someday.
Yeah, and I made the mistake a few years ago of giving Brent his own credit card, Drew, and it's been a disaster ever since. They don't have just one hot dog; they have three each.
Here's the deal, Drew. Mick, Kirk, and I don't have to make weight when we go to state wrestling, so
they don't even try, Drew.
No.
Do you have any weigh-ups coming into the barns?
We do. It'll be a good market.
Okay, take it away.
All right. Well, last week we had two really big days back in Broken Bow and Burwell, and I'll kind of give you a recap of how we got along there. Last Thursday, weigh-up markets. We called that weigh-up market was about maybe 2 to 5 higher in spots. Those high-yielding cows is $1.05 to $1.15. Those medium flesh-type cows is $97 to $1.475. Those poorer, thinner cows is $93 to $96. Heiferette market, we were $1.07 to $1.82, and the bull market was $1.08 to $1.70. Got down to the weigh-ups there. We started right back into the big calf run. We had a really nice calf run and Broken Bow, a lot of buyer demand and a lot of active participation in the season. And, back there on Thursday, we sold right out about 6,000 head of calves and feeders, and had a really hot market and really strong buyer demand. I'll kind of give you a recap of how we had it. In the steer division, we had some red ugly steers that weighed 473 at 335. Had some red white-faced steers that weighed 570 at 3.25. Had some black steers that weighed 607 at 307. Had some black steers that weighed 653 at 301.75. Had some Charlotte Cross steers 649 at 304. Had some 730-pound Charlotte Cross steers at 279.75. Had some 813-pound steers at 261 on the quarter. Had some 732-pound black steers weighed 732 at 258, and had some black white-faced steers that weighed 798 at 258.75. Got in the heifer division, had a really nice run of those baby vaccinated heifers. I'll kind of tell you how they operated. A lot of those heifers went back to country, but we had some 815-pound black heifers brought 239. Had some 804-pound black heifers bring 230 and a half. Had some 750-pound heifers bring 251 and a half. Had some 742-pound heifers bring 243. Had some 762-pound heifers 239, and had some 693-pound heifers at 249.50. This week, we have a weigh-up special in Broken Bow on Thursday, and then back on Friday, we got weigh-ups, and then we have some bred cows and bred heifers on Burwell on Friday. If you got any questions, give me a call, 308-872-1105, and give the barn a call, and sure help you out.
All right, Drew. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You bet. 7:36. I know I mention it quite often, but it is so good to have healthy sale barns in Broken Bow and Burwell. The guys out there, they can feel good about going either direction, whichever works best for them as far as hauling those cattle in and the particular sales they have at each one. I think it's really been great to see that strengthening and the guys doing such a great job with the sale barns. It's a huge thing economically here. Oh. That's what it's all about here is cattle country, as Mike Evans always says. So thanks, guys. We appreciate it very much. All right. I got a couple of things here. We got some birthdays, and I wanted to ask you a favor. You brought in your birthday cake. You had your advanced birthday party last weekend because your birthday's tomorrow, right? It is, yes. Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And it's a bear's cake. It's really cool looking. It's nice.
Yeah.
But I was going to have a piece yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you think you could grab some whipped cream out of your fridge? Because I'd like to. I don't like cake unless it has whipped cream on it. Could you pick up the whipped cream out of your house there and bring it out maybe this afternoon, so everybody can enjoy the cake? If you could come up with some whipped cream, I think they would.
Well, I hate to say this, but the cake is gone.
What?
Yeah, it's gone. There was one piece left, so I took it home and ate it last night. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If I'd known you wanted the last piece of my birthday cake, I should have left it for you.
Well, I would have had some yesterday if we would have had whipped cream around here, and I thought maybe you had some in the fridge.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I called and talked to my dad yesterday afternoon because it was his birthday.
Right.
We talked to him shortly on the show, and I don't know, we were talking about things, and he said, well, maybe Dave would throw you a birthday party. We were talking about not being able to be together, for our birthdays.
Yeah.
And he said, well, maybe Dave will throw you a birthday party. I said, yeah, he'll probably have it at my place and have me pay for, everything.
Well, if you did have a birthday party at your place, I know one of the advantages would be that, you wouldn't have to go anywhere. And when you, stuffed your face full of cake and got sleepy and needed to take a nap, you could just go downstairs and take a nap. And that would be an advantage. So I think your dad had a great idea there.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but no, I don't. I'm sorry. The cake's gone.
Okay.
So, but yes, it was a bear's cake. Did you see what it said on it, though? I mean, when I brought it in, it was. I only brought half. Half of it had already been eaten, but my family surprised me with a. It was a Chicago Bears cake, which was awesome because I'm a huge Bears fan. But at the time, and of course they gave it to me this is the day of the Super Bowl. And so at the top it said, not in the Super Bowl. Happy birthday anyway.
Yeah, still good.
So I thought that was pretty good.
Well, anyway.
But yeah, I'm sorry,
okay.
Dave.
No, that's all right.
I'm sorry that I ate the last piece.
That's no problem.
Of my cake.
That's okay.
Sorry.
My wife made some homemade cinnamon rolls, the small ones, and she uses she's trying to emulate, if not match, her mom's recipe. But her mom is like so many good cooks. She just a dash of this and a dash of that, and she had a little index card with a few notes on it, but she just made them kind of.
Yeah.
She knew how to do it.
Oh,
she threw in the amount of sugar and all of that, flour and everything. And she's getting really close. And so I might have some spares of those that I could, I could sell you a dozen for $24.
Oh, sell me some.
Yeah,
Wow, you're all heart, Dave. Thanks. I'm sure you'd make me a good deal.
Well, I wouldn't. I'll pay the tax. Sorry, I didn't mean to choke you up there, buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's take a look
at cough that won't go away.
Yeah, it's getting better, though. I know you don't think so, but you're not coughing as frequently.
Okay, all right, I'll take your word for it.
It's less than it was a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, birthdays today. And let's start with the celebrities. Peter Gabriel's birthday today. Sledgehammer, the song Sledgehammer, you might remember that, the most ever played MTV video. It was huge. And he is 74 today. And Henry Rollins is 63, singer-author who fronted the 80s California punk band Black Flag before forming the Rollins Band. And Prince Jackson is 27 today, famous son of the actor and TV personality. He is the actor and TV personality, an eldest son and first child of the late Michael Jackson. So those are some birthdays, and local birthdays. Been calling these out for many years, thanks to my wife reminding me. Rick Beechler is celebrating his birthday today. Nancy Ferguson always celebrates the same day. Their birthday's the same day. And one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful women in the world, Janet LaRue. In Arnold.
Yes.
At the Arnold Sentinel. She's married to Gary. He's a handsome dude. But happy birthday to all you folks. If you're having a birthday today, happy birthday. It's Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday today. And that kind of is the climax of a forever celebration in New Orleans. That's where the Super Bowl is going to be next year, by the way.
Is it? Wow, I didn't know that, actually. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
And it's Galentine's Day today. Galentine's. This is the day where the ladies ditch the men and go off and have fun by themselves.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was a day.
Yep. Okay. No dudes allowed.
All right.
And it's World Radio Day, celebrating all the ways that radio have improved access to information, freedom of expression, and gender equality around the world. It's also a great place to listen to some tunes and maybe win a prize or two.
There you go.
All right. So there's that. By the way, backing up to yesterday's conversation, the Super Bowl ratings on CBS was the most watched telecast of all time for the Super Bowl.
Wow, really? It was the most watched?
Yep. The ratings are in. Sunday's Super Bowl was the most watched telecast in the history of TV.
Wow. Just period.
That's what they say.
The most watched thing ever.
And guess why?
Well, it was the Super Bowl. It was the game. It's all about the game, Dave.
123 million people tuned in. That's 10 more million than the previous record holder, which happened to be last year's Super Bowl. Swifties made the difference.
Oh, okay.
A pregame survey found that 1 out of 5 Americans who planned to watch the game was tuning in just for her.
Okay.
And there's still that belief from the deep state going on that she's going to endorse a political candidate with that kind of power. She could rock the boat, man.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Time will tell.
Yeah. Okay, want to play the game?
Sure. New set of questions beginning today. It's Chocolate Lovers Month. So we're going to see if you can identify these chocolate candy bars and sweet treats.
Sweet treats.
I have my founder's name written in solid chocolate. I can be broken into smaller bars, and I come in a brown wrapper with white lettering. What am I? Am I the Wonka Triple Dazzle Caramel Bar, the Mars Bar, the Mary Jane Bar, or a Hershey's Bar?
Mary Jane Bar?
That's what it says. I don't know.
Okay.
So If you know the answer, call us, 872-2801. It's Tumbleweed Day.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Imagine this, a cozy cafe with the warmth of home and the aroma of delicious home-style cooking. That's what you'll find at the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow. Start your day right with express options in the drive-thru, like sandwiches, burritos, and cinnamon rolls from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. At lunch from 11 to 2, it's all about burgers, chicken strips, or sandwiches and fries. Make sure you always know what the take and bake casserole is each week, too. Drive through or dine in, the Tumbleweed Cafe, where their local service makes every visit feel like coming home.
All right, we have Catherine on the line. Our good friend Catherine is celebrating her birthday today.
Well, fantastic.
Happy birthday, Catherine.
Thank you.
What are you going to do? You going to make yourself a big cake with your eggs?
Well, I was going to, but my neighbor scolded me and says we'll wait till Sunday.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice. Well,
yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
All right, here's Brent with the question.
Okay, Catherine, I have my founder's name written in solid chocolate. I can be broken into smaller bars and come in a brown wrapper with white lettering. What candy bar am I? The Wonka Triple Dazzle Caramel Bar, the Mars Bar, Mary Jane, or the Hershey's Bar?
Hershey's.
Of course, it's Hershey's. Way to go. And because you've answered correctly and because it's your birthday, we're going to give you a certificate for a good for one take and bake small casserole that you can pick up at the Tumbleweed Cafe, take home, and pop in the oven. All right?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You bet. Thanks for calling.
Now, Catherine, if it's your birthday, I would also add to your prize, if you can make it. If you can't, just tell me. But I have 2 tickets to the Pancake Ham and Egg Feed on Monday the 19th at the Broken Bow Municipal Building, put on by the VFW. Can you make it?
No, I cannot.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll give them to somebody else. But happy birthday to you.
Okay. Thank you much.
Thank you very much. All right. Thanks, Catherine. All right. We probably better take care of our school lunch menus because Jensen might be listening, and he will be upset if we don't read them. So let's tear in here. I've got Ansley set up here. And by the way, I enjoyed listening to the Ansley-Litchfield basketball game last night. They took on Elba, I believe, and played really well. And I know that they've probably had a season that's been a little frustrating, but my goodness, didn't they get hot last night, Brent?
Yeah, on most points they scored in a game last night, scored 57, got the win. So Ansley-Litchfield girls will move on in the sub-district tournament. They'll play tonight against Sandhills Thetford at the D28 sub-district. Those games will be in Dunning now at Sandhills High School. And we're actually going to be there. We'll broadcast the games for you. Game 1 is going to feature Anselmo Myrna against Central Valley, tipping at 5:30. And then Ansley-Litchfield will take on Sandhills Thetford. We'll broadcast both on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. And we're also going to do the live video stream as well, which you can access through sandhillsexpress.com.
All right. That's going to be great. All right. Ansley today, chicken pot pie.
Callaway today showing chicken enchiladas at Callaway Public School.
Anselmo Myrna, soft shell beef tacos, fish nuggets and breadstick, fresh baked ham and cheese subs.
Cozad today, some of the choices include cheesy pasta, pig in a blanket, Caesar salad with Italian bread at Cozad.
At Arcadia today, chicken sandwiches.
Gothenburg today, some of their choices include soft-shell beef tacos, fish nuggets with breadstick, fresh-baked combo sub, and made-fresh sausage pizza at Gothenburg.
And at Thetford, they're going to be enjoying shredded pork nachos, refried beans, veggie, fruit bar, and milk.
Litchfield, chili and chicken noodle soup and a churro on the menu today at Litchfield.
Broken Bow Middle School and High School, soft-shell beef tacos, fish nuggets and breadsticks, uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, fresh baked Italian turkey sub, and at the grill station they're going to have a hot dog basket.
Loop City today, chicken leg or Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes, corn, and a tea roll at Loop City.
Just one leg?
It just says chicken leg. Yeah, didn't say plural, although if you asked, they might give you an extra one.
It would just seem natural that you would eat 2 legs.
Maybe.
At Arnold today, they're going to have cream chicken, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning, lasagna, breadsticks, broccoli, and cheese at Sandhills.
And at the Prairie Pioneer Center today, on this Tuesday, meatloaf, hash brown casserole, mixed veggies, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know you'd like to have a meal at noon today. You can also set up home delivery at that same phone number.
At Sargent Public School today, beef and noodles, mashed potatoes, fruit cup and brownie, dinner roll and milk. And at SEM today, it's showing walking tacos at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
All right, it's about 9 minutes before the hour, and Katrina's here from Arrow Seed. How you doing, young lady?
How about you?
Well, real good. This just in from Reed, an expert on the Bears. He's an expert on the Bears, evidently.
Oh, good.
Brent, does Brent know the best way to keep the Bears away?
No.
Put up goalposts because they never get close to them.
Ouch. Ouch. That hurt. True, but hurtful nonetheless.
He's just getting attacked.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
welcome to my life.
From one of our listeners out there.
That's good, Reed. Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Reed. Katrina, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good. So, well, first of all, I like your shoes.
Thank you. I pulled them out of the closet, and I was like, I haven't worn them in a while, so.
Those look comfortable, and you could paint with them, and you wouldn't know if you splattered any paint on them.
Right?
Yeah, they're colorful.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right. Well, the weather's been pretty
gorgeous.
Fantastic, hasn't it?
I stopped and looked at the trees yesterday to see if they were budding out because I was curious.
Uh-huh.
And there are some, I feel like they're starting to feel like it's time, and I don't know why.
Man, yeah, well, 55 yesterday, I think it was, and the nights haven't been all that cold.
Mm-mm.
We could get them nipped pretty easy. This is only February, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
What happens there, if it's not a real hard freeze, I think they just kind of start over again, right? Or how's that work?
If it's at the beginning of its stage, yeah. But after that, you kind of damage. You might not have as many blooms as you would.
Mm-hmm.
Would be the problem. So
yeah,
which could lead to less pollination, which might be great for some people. Great for me, but
yeah.
A lot of people these days seems like.
Yeah.
You get up in the morning and take your allergy pill and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, sadly. Relying on that little Zyrtec thing.
Yeah, me too. I think everybody is. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but we all are taking them. I know Brent fights that too. But the trees are kind of in limbo right now. They think maybe spring is here.
Even the grass. And one of the things that I've learned at Arrow Seed is that the grass is less likely to get frost damage the smaller it is. But if it starts to be warmer and warmer, and then all of a sudden we get a cold snap, that's when you need to worry.
Mm-hmm. That leads to another question, because I noticed out here out front, it's pretty thick and tall, and I guess I always thought that was a good thing. Maybe not, huh?
I'm thinking more like stuff that is new growth.
Okay.
So not so much like old growth that's
existing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the kind of tender new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like if someone planted some oats, got that might all of a sudden freezes off. That's when you'd be a little worried.
Yeah. You wouldn't think probably in at least past history that we'd be worrying about something like that with the crops out there, but certainly with what we've had weather-wise. And
it doesn't look like it's going to cool off anytime soon.
No, a little bit this weekend, but seasonal.
Yeah.
Or even above seasonal. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know that's important then to have your trees and your grass and whatever you're growing healthy and have some water in the ground. We were kind of blessed with that 7,500 of snow. That's got to help some.
Yeah, that's got to help. And then, the rain we got, that helps for sure. So.
Yeah. And I think the guys and gals are starting to get around much better out there. I don't think it's so greasy as it was.
Right?
Yeah.
I would not have wanted to be slopping around there. I was actually thankful my mom's cattle were in North Platte this year because
they weren't around the place.
Yeah.
You'd have to go out and water around in the morning.
Slip and slide down the hill to get them fed. And
that makes everything tougher when you have to slip down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So what's on your mind this morning?
Valentine's Day. First off.
Okay, jump right in.
Okay, so I mean, you might not think of Arrow Seed as a gift place, but we have all kinds of things. And last week we got in our big like garden preparing for, that kind of season. So maybe a practical gift like a pot or fertilizer for your house plants, maybe preparing and getting some preen. If those weeds are going to start coming up, if the grass is coming up. Then another thing, we have the Tacticam cameras. We've talked about the fencers. Gloves. We've talked about gloves.
Yes.
What a great gift to give. Even if you're going into the warmer seasons, you can use them for fencing. Gardening, you name it. We have the LEM stuff. We did condense our section a little bit to prepare for the spring, but we still have everything in stock. So people need to do that. And then garden supplies or garden seed.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You guys have gift certificates there?
Yep, gift certificates. And then another thing to be thinking about is 5-step. I know Lori and I have been thinking about it and, preparing to get stuff sent out. And what better gift to use that for 5-step?
Yeah. Gift certificate for people who like to be out in the yard and in the garden. Great gift, because when they get the urge and the timing's right, then they can go use it then. Or they can go shop around now and look, see, get some of the things you talked about, seeds and so forth. So
you want to hear the weirdest gift? Not the weirdest. It was practical, but he came in yesterday. It was a mousetrap. One of our new mousetraps we have, and they're a little more pricey, but you're guaranteed 24 kills on them, and it's like a CO2 cartridge. I was going to bring it in, but I'm thinking next week I'll bring it in. And it's a CO2 cartridge, and like when it gets triggered, it just kind of pounds them in the head, and they fall out. So then if something wants to come and eat it, it's not, have poison into it. And they even have a Bluetooth one.
No, wait a minute.
No, they do. I'm not kidding.
So how does that work?
So it tells you like how many kills you have, and it kind of tells you the approximate time.
That'd be great. Okay, so you can now get alerts on your phone for a mouse kill.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow. Well, actually, not only does that sound kind of crazy, it also sounds very, well, let's face it, the last thing you want is a dead mouse laying on the floor.
Yeah.
True.
And so if you're notified, then you go get it, take it outside.
Right.
If you have it in a shed or something outside, no big deal. But in in the basement or in the house somewhere, and your phone goes off, you go, got one.
Got one. And then another way, that note, like CO2, once it runs out, it runs out. So that's an easy way to make sure other than keeping track of how many kills you have, that you're out. And then the bait lasts for it says 3 to 6 months, and, on the longer side. And it's just a little bait package they put in the little cap. And if you get the regular one, you can also upgrade it to a Bluetooth one if you decide later you want it. I didn't know that until like last week. So
now, when you say help me, because I'm old. It's not an app. It's a Bluetooth. So does it talk to you? Or?
No, it's an app.
Oh, it is an app.
But it's really simple because I'm not good at technology, and all I did is scan the thing. You download the app. It's free, and you just scan your code on your mousetrap. You name your trap if you want to name it, and then it comes up and it says blah blah blah. This is when the last time. It kind of has like a gauge on your bait that you put in there. Yeah.
Wow. That would be a great gift. I mean, I think that's a pretty good gift.
Yeah. I mean, what better gift than, it's warming up. The mice are going to be moving a little bit more.
Yep.
They've been cold. So we'll see.
They'll be out and about.
Yeah.
And it just seems like in certain areas, some years, they're worse than others.
Right.
I haven't noticed here at the station that we've had an issue this year, but what was it, 2 years ago? You walked outside and walked through the back lawn, and they were running everywhere. They were just thick.
Yeah.
So you just never know, but that would be nice to have.
Yeah. And then I kind of sat down and looked, and you can buy the sticky traps all you want, but you're not guaranteed to kill like this. And then, $2 a pop for those, for a pack, that starts to add up after so many times.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart. It's a mouse killer.
Well, I've heard that. I've heard a vacuum. What was something? Oh, a washer.
Yeah, washer and dryer's always good.
Yeah, we don't sell those, so.
No. Dishwasher, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of folks kind of chuckle at that, but they also appreciate, usable gifts. I think they're very popular, really. So this would be very handy, and there's a lot of people, let's face it, that are listening that live in the country, and they can have brand new homes, and for some reason, those mice find a way in somehow. So
yes, they do. In little tiny places you wouldn't even think. Like just the tiniest crack. We used to have one that would come in our barn window. We had like a sheet of like metal across, and I mean it was just this tiny, and they had a whole family in there. I was like, what are you doing? They couldn't get out, but
but they could get in.
They could get in.
Yeah. They can get their head through. They can get anywhere, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's a great gift idea. There's others, like you say, the bird seed and all the different things. The gift certificates would be fantastic. Seed, like the 5-step program you mentioned. Okay.
Yeah, a fencer. I mean,
fencer, yeah.
That'd be a great one. Maybe some wire. I mean, you never know what someone could need.
Right. You go out together and hold hands and and set up the fence.
For some reason, if a wife buys some, fence wire, I don't see her also volunteering. I mean, she might be a trooper, but
yeah. Well, we'll leave that up to individuals. Each couple will make their own rules.
Right.
They do anyway, right?
They do.
They do. All right. Well, thank you very much. Stop into Arrow Seed Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30?
5:30, yep.
On Saturdays, 8 to noon.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have a website.
We do have a website and then Facebook page, and we did post a question on there today.
Oh,
so you have to go check that out.
Going to give us a hint? Or can you?
I got to read it to you, okay?
All right. That last one last week was really good. Let's see what we got this week.
All right. This week, it says, which small grain crop was used as currency in ancient, I'm going to mess this up. Mesopotamia, I think is how you say it.
Okay.
So you have A, triticale, B, wheat, C, oats, or D, barley.
Wow, they made beer with barley, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Barley was my guess.
Okay. Well, I'll have to let you guys know.
Okay.
But everyone else has to wait till 5, so.
All right.
So if you get one of those mouse, what are they called?
They're mouse traps.
The mouse, with the...
They call it a smart trap, the one
smart trap. If you get a smart trap and you get the app, Brent, what are you going to name your smart trap?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Killer machine or
a cracker or something. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Katrina, it's always good to have you in here. We appreciate it. We'll take a quick time out, catch up on the news next.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
It's time to spread the local love with the KCNI KBBN Love Local promotion. When you shop local, you're not just a customer. You're a champion of community support. Tune in every weekday morning to The Breakfast Show for your chance at a $25 gift card to a fantastic local business. Join us in embracing the spirit of local love. Keep it local. Keep it here. Listen to The Breakfast Show to win.
Now remember that whatever happens, I love you.
Waking up Central Nebraska.
They are so funny.
KCNI, KBBN.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News. New Yorkers have hit the streets armed with snow shovels as a nor'easter moves in, keeping kids home and sidewalks relatively empty. Weather Channel meteorologist Mike Seidel.
In Boston, the snow will taper off for the evening commute. Much better afternoon commute here in the tri-state area as things melt off the roadways.
The Senate passed an aid package for Israel and Ukraine this morning. CBS's Nicole Killian.
Now this $95 billion of foreign aid supplemental moves forward to the House, but whether it gets considered there right now now remains unclear.
Speaker Johnson's denounced it. Snow may get in the way of a special election to replace ex-Congressman George Santos. CBS's Scott McFarland's on New York's Long Island this morning.
Immigration, a pivotal issue here. New York is reeling from the migrants bust from the southern border, but if Democrats win here, they cut into an already narrow Republican majority in the U.S. House.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, Grand Island police arrested a man for attempted second-degree murder following a stabbing Sunday night. According to a police report, officers arrived at the house on Hall Street and found a 22-year-old woman suffering from multiple stab wounds to her head and hands. The woman told officers that her boyfriend, 24-year-old Danielle Ramirez Castaneda, had attacked her. While trying to enter the residence, officers realized that their 6-year-old and 9-month-old children were inside the house and had seen the fight. Officers were able to get Ramirez Castaneda to come out of the house, where they arrested him. According to the report, officers learned that Ramirez Castaneda was restraining his girlfriend and threatening her. The woman was released from the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Ramirez Castaneda was arrested for attempted second-degree murder, use of a weapon to commit a felony, intentional child abuse, first-degree false imprisonment, and tampering with physical evidence. Grand Island police said that alcohol was a factor in the incident.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking games to note from the NBA, battle of two of the top teams in the West, with the Timberwolves going to L.A. and knocking off the Clippers 121-100. Minnesota now has a one-game lead on Oklahoma City, game-and-a-half lead on L.A. and Denver for the top spot in the Western Conference. Nuggets lose to the Bucks 112-95 in a battle of former league MVPs. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 36 points and 18 rebounds in the win. Nikola Jokic 29 points and 12 boards in the loss. 76ers had the Cavaliers a 123-121 loss. Cleveland's 9-game winning streak is snapped. Rockets get by the Knicks 105-103. Houston threw up a desperation Hail Mary at the buzzer with the game tied. There was a foul call. They were awarded 3 free throws. They had 2 of them to win the game. Afterwards, the officials admitted, looking at video, the foul was an incorrect call. Spurs over the Raptors 122-99. Number 1 overall pick Victor Wembanyama for San Antonio, a triple-double, 27 points, 14 rebounds, 10 blocks.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today, with daytime highs approaching 52. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows around 26. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Highs level off around 51. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies. About an inch of snow Thursday night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
There's something magical about unboxing. When you unbox BritBox, you uncover a world of British entertainment. Stream the UK's most brilliant series, including new and upcoming seasons of Shetland, Father Brown, and Death in Paradise. Plus new originals like Payback, Irving Welsh's Crime, and Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Unbox BritBox and escape to the best of British TV. Stream with a free trial at BritBox.com.
9 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. 25, mostly sunny, winds calm, barometric pressure still rising at 29.97, humidity at 90%. Again, our high yesterday was a beautiful 55 with an overnight low of 23 degrees. 7,700 precipitation in the rain gauge so far this month. I always like to turn this segment over to Brent Apperson because his next guest, well, he's not only a physical therapist, he's a sports guy. So Brent gets all jacked up when he talks to sports guys.
We have as much fun talking off the air as we do on the air. Nathan Scott is here representing Team Physical Therapy. I'm guessing a busy time of year for you guys like it is for many. Here we are right in the heart and kind of come to the end, I guess, of the winter sports season for high school athletes. So I'm sure you guys have kind of been focusing in on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, getting to be the time of year that matters. Got girls sub-district basketball starting this week. Got state wrestling this week. Boys sub-district basketball start next week. So kind of what you've worked all year for is coming down to it here at the end of the season. So for the most part, athletes in the area that we've been working with, at least here in Broken seem to be on the healthy end. There's a few bumps and bruises along the way, but looks like we're kind of trending upwards, getting kids kind of playing to their potential. So it's been good.
Yeah. And of course, well, we're not too far away from the winter sports season ending.
Yes.
And then you're going to have that transition period. Excuse me. Or you're going into the spring sports season, so that'll be coming up.
Yes, and believe it or not, I have people ask me all the time, it's got to be football or wrestling. That's when you see your most injuries. And a matter of fact, I would say we see the most track athletes in the clinic as far as you get the patellar tendonitis, the shin splints, the muscle strains, the plantar fasciitis of overuse, going from sitting on the couch all winter or running short sprints with basketball to getting out and running miles on miles. It's a different wear and tear on the body, and so sometimes you get some overuse and inflammatory injuries that can kind of linger and last a long time. So it's also kind of that time of the year where athletes have been going hard since August, coming down to kind of the last sports season here, and they've been going nonstop, and bodies are starting to kind of wear down on them. So we'll start to see some injuries resulting from that too. So it's at least getting warmer outside. So there is some false hope.
That would help. Yeah.
You talk about it getting warmer outside. I know that my wife and I have went to the park a few times to walk. And it's amazing how many people are doing that since it has gotten warmer.
Yes.
And so you're already starting to see that a little bit where people are getting outside and starting to walk a little bit more.
Yes, and that's another thing, too. It's no different than track.
Yeah.
If it's nice out and you want to get out and go walk, I would be hesitant to take off and go for a 3-mile walk. Build yourself up to it. Yeah. It's no different. Kind of got to train your body to get back into that shape. So it's great to get out. I've got no issues with that, but just work yourself into it slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes our mind keeps telling us the more we do and the harder we go after it, the quicker I'm going to get into shape. And that's not always the case.
Not always the case. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly right. I'm guilty of that myself. That's when you kind of can lead to some of those, start to get the plantar fasciitis where your feet are starting to kill you. The shin splints can be with running, can be with walking as well. If you're one of those people who's got some arthritis in the knee, you can get it inflamed and flared up to the point where it starts to bug you, and then you find yourself walking less and less and less the more it starts to bother you. So it's no different than, I tell people, it's no different than an athlete training for their sports season. You kind of got to work yourself into it and be smart about it, because if you go too hard, too fast, you're going to you can run into some issues along the way.
Yeah. The slips, trips, and falls, we're kind of in that season a little bit. I mean, we had some moments where we had, some bad weather, some ice and stuff. But then as it got warmer, we forget when things get sloppy out, you can have slips, trips, and falls in the mud and, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I'm guessing maybe you've been dealing with that just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. The slop has been the most recent complaint of people. For a while there was the ice and snow. Matter of fact, I've been working with kind of the Falls Prevention Task Force up at the hospital, and we're trying to bring a little bit more awareness to the severity of falls and the issues that can lead from them. And these stats might not be 100% correct, but I want to say that in the emergency room in Broken Bow last year, they had 60-some traumas. I don't know what level of trauma that is, and I want to say around 40 of those 60 were a result of falls. So whether that be a head injury, hitting your head on the floor, or something on the way down, or broken bones from falling. So a majority of the traumas that they see there at the ER are a result of falls, and a lot of times you don't you don't think that you're at risk of them until you are. I've got a lot of people who think that they look old using a walker or a cane, and they don't want to look old. And I tell them, well, I'd rather look old per se than result in fracturing a hip and having to go through a surgery. And I've seen far too many people where they're kind of a thriving older adult, and one fall with a hip fracture just kind of starts a downhill spiral that leads to decreased mobility and maybe nursing home placement and so forth. So looking old should be the least of your worries. Sometimes I tell people, you know what, you are old, so that's okay.
That is okay, really, isn't it? Yeah.
You made it to this age, right?
Yeah. You should celebrate it. But slips, trips, and falls. It's an all year round event. There's home modifications that you can make. There's exercises that you can do to improve your balance. There's medications that you might be taking that are causing some dizziness side effects, some blood pressure issues. Your eyesight, if your eyesight's poor, go to see your eye doctor. If you're catching your toes and tripping on things that you're not seeing, it could be a multitude of different things that could be leading to increased fall risk. So visit with your healthcare professional. They can kind of direct you in the area that they feel like you need improvement. And like I said, it might be multifactorial. It could be eyesight, it could be blood pressure, it could be strength, it could be dizziness, it could be all sorts of different things. So,
yeah, good. I think we can transition into this topic. We've talked to you about it before, but shoes. I know you guys kind of have some recommendations at the clinic, and you can help people kind of maybe see what shoe would work best for them, whether they want to run, if they just want to walk. But having the proper footwear is a big thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. I see far too many people who wear their, I don't even know what to call them, leather house shoes out to go for a walk with absolutely zero heel and zero arch support, and it's no different than walking barefoot. Ideally, you're going to want a shoe that gives you the best arch support. Now, everyone always says, the higher the arch, the better in the shoe. Everybody's feet are different. Some people don't need that high arch. Some people, it can almost cause some irritation to have a high arched shoe. And there's also some people who have really high arches and need the support. So we can help make some recommendations. We've got some great businesses in the area that sell some great walking and running shoes I highly recommend. And so it's kind of going to set you up for success if you have the proper footwear. It's going to help with those slips, trips, and falls if you've got some good footwear. It's going to help with the plantar fasciitis and the knee pain if the more supportive shoes that you have. So, we can absolutely make some recommendations. And sometimes it's not even that, because, shoes are expensive.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might just be a $40 set of insoles that you put in the shoes instead of buying a $140 pair of shoes. There's different things that we can do and recommendations that we can make based off of your specific feet.
And we talk about, I mentioned walking and running shoes, but man, work boots. For the producers out there, those are important to be in a good pair of those.
Yes, because a lot of our farmers and ranchers in the area, they put them on in the dark in the morning and they don't take them off until the dark in the evening. So you're spending all day in them, making sure that you have the proper, socks, support, and everything. It's going to make a big difference in aches and pains going down the road, because we're right in the middle of calving season. You might even have them on while you're taking a nap between checking calves.
Probably. Probably true.
So it's important to have a good quality pair of shoes and inserts if need be, to kind of set you up for success.
Yeah, good. Dave, any questions?
I'd like to ask a question kind of correlated, but you're in this profession, you're very good at it. You're watching the Super Bowl and you see a player on the sidelines jumping up and down and running out to play. What, as a therapist, when you saw that, what did you think?
Watching how he went down, I almost immediately knew what it was. And in my mind, I was just thinking, why then?
Yeah.
Why then? He was just played a series on defense, and I'm sure was sprinting back and forth, changing direction. Why running off the field is that when his Achilles decided to tear? It just blows my mind. I feel for the guy, and it just it goes to prove that you can be the most athletic person in the world and do everything right and still go through injuries like that. So,
and it may have something to do with what you talked about with everyone. It could have been the end of the season, some wear and tear along the way that built, and he was in great shape. Didn't know it. But that was one that was kind of hard to take. And I wondered how you felt about that.
Yes, I felt for the guy because there's no explanation for an injury like that because it shouldn't happen, but it does.
It did.
And it's poor guy.
And those guys might change shoes every quarter.
Yep, they're always fiddling with their spikes and their cleats to make sure they got the best traction, and so.
Yeah. Well, track is a lot of fun, but there's a lot of impact there. So I think most people, if we think about it, understand why. And there's some athletes that only go out for track, so or come off. Maybe they're not a starter in basketball, but they're a star in track.
And then usually the first 3 quarters of the track season is cold and rainy and hard to get warmed up and kind of ready to go. So
Brent always says, well, if we need to rain, just have a track
schedule a track
or
meet.
Snow.
Yep.
Or snow, yeah.
Schedule a track meet.
All right. Talk a little bit before we close. You've got lots of locations, and you welcome walk-ins. So kind of cover that for us.
Yeah, so we're staffed well enough at almost all of our locations to accept walk-ins at any time. So if you're in town and you feel like you've been having an ache of pain that you want to get checked out and looked at, stop by any one of our locations. We've got 5 locations: Broken Bow, Callaway, Gothenburg, Kearney, and Burwell. So if you're in any one of those listening areas and want to stop in, give us a call or just walk right in the front door, and we'll get you scheduled as soon as we can.
FYI for you, Nathan, we went down and took some photographs of some posts being put in at Tyke Arnold softball field. They're going to have a nice new backstop like they put in up at the Legion Field. But it reminds me to remind you, you probably won't be seeing much of Jeff Denson here probably May to August sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Here in about 24 hours, we'll be missing him for about 3 days.
I was just going to say they're not going to see him this week either. But
before baseball, he's got some wrestling to do. Yeah, pretty exciting there too. So.
Yep, and I think they've started doing some batting practice and
I think they're practicing already.
A lot of people don't realize they start that in mid to late January. So start swinging the bat and throwing back and forth.
Yep, and then. I call it a summer vacation because he's gone at least 2 or 3 days a week or half days a week because of baseball.
Well, there's been a lot of good things happen with the program because of his and a lot of other guys' efforts and ladies' efforts, from concession stand to maintaining the fields and traveling and taking the boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
had a lot of success.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nathan.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Team Physical Therapy, as you heard, 5 locations, and you can walk in and get taken care of if need be. We'll take time out for news right after this.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
Hello, cattlemen. This is J.W. Simonson, Minard Simonson Angus. We'd like to invite you to the Sandhill Source Annual Bull Sale, February 17th, with our partners, Feller Ranch, held in Dundee, Nebraska. An exciting offering of 160 yearling bulls will sell from leading sires Marcy's Panhandles, Simonson's Crosshair, TK Steamboat, as well as a large selection of heifer bulls. Come view our offering anytime and check out sandhillsource.com.
Winter sports apparel and a clearance going on right now at Gear for Sports in Broken Bow. Save 30, 40, even 50% off winter apparel items. There are hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's simple. It's on sale. Open Monday to Saturday and special hours this Sunday from noon to 4. The savings and the clothing will make you feel warm inside at Geared for Sports during the winter clearance on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
8:25. We told you we were going to break for news. The news is that we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. And we'll be giving that away before we close the show today, and also tell you about Annie's Sweetheart Meal Deal that's being offered for Valentine's Day.
Very nice.
Whoop, let me turn your mic on there.
That's okay. Very nice.
Yeah. I got to ask you a question. It's kind of embarrassing, but I don't. Anyway, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and
Yes.
I'm thinking about just trying to be a little bit more romantic tomorrow.
Oh.
Around my wife, Joan.
Yeah.
We've been married a long time, and we're just comfortable with one another. And I think there's a
Sure.
lot of people out there that understand that. You kind of, just as time goes along, are comfortable being together, but sometimes you're not as romantic as you should be.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I wondered what you think of this look. Hold on.
Oh, my heavens. Folks, for those of you watching on Facebook Live, I apologize, number one. Number two, for those of you listening on the radio, Dave just started unsnapping his shirt.
Just like they do
Snap it up, please.
The movie star guys, they didn't leave it unsnapped down to, about mid-chest there. What do you think? Think Joan will
I honestly can't look at you. I just can't. I don't know how. I'm speechless. I'm just absolutely speechless.
Okay.
Wow. That's an image that has been ingrained into the forefront of my mind for the rest of today. Thanks for that.
Well, I just was asking your opinion. I'm sorry it upset you.
Well, it was just shock, number one.
Well, maybe at this age, at my age, and my wife's age, we shouldn't worry about, unbuttoning a shirt down a little bit. Maybe we should just go look at some birds.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do.
If it was nice out, I guess I could go ahead and unbutton the top couple buttons.
Of course, I kind of got shocked by, you just starting to unsnap your shirt.
Yeah.
But, at the Super Bowl, Usher just took his shirt off.
Yeah. Well, for
During
45
halftime.
years old, and if I had the physique he has, I'd probably take my shirt off, too. I was just thinking a couple of buttons at the top, just like they do in the movies.
I think maybe a X, another button or maybe two would be okay, but boy, don't.
When we try it again?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So if you want to go bird watching, you have an opportunity to do that on Saturday, February 17th. So that's this Saturday, and you can join the Lower Loop NRD for the 2024 Great Backyard Bird Count. It's just out by the airport, across from the airport. That's where the NRD Loop office is, right in there. And then right next to that is the beautiful park they have with trees and a walkway. And you can take that walkway all the way through along the creek, and you'll end up at that beautiful pond they have in Ord next to the city park down in there. It's a great walk, and it's sheltered. I mean, the wind doesn't bother you much down there, especially once you get into the trees. And there's people who feed birds back in that creek area in their backyards. So you have a pretty good chance of seeing some birds, and you can help them by counting the birds and different species that you see, and you can enjoy some coffee and hot chocolate while exploring the trail at Bustle Park and Dane Creek and other nearby sites while documenting the birds that you see. And new for this year, they have a guided bird walk at 11 a.m. So, if you're both like birds and you want to have a little Valentine's outing, go bird watching.
There you go.
They'd love to have you. And they're nice folks over there, and their hot chocolate's pretty good, too.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and that's on Saturday. And let's see, I thought maybe there was time here somewhere. 10 a.m. until noon.
Okay.
And 11 o'clock is that guided tour.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Also, we will start talking about it more, but we've been mentioning it off and on Sunday, February 25th, down towards the end of the month. There's a benefit for the Hilkemeyer family, specifically Donna Hilkemeyer, and they're going to be having a free will donation meal and silent auction put on by the Knights of Columbus and the Lions Club, and we're also involved in that here at the radio station, mostly promotion, I would think, although they may let us serve some food.
You never know. We could, you know what, I'd even be willing to be the cleanup crew.
Cleanup, we could do cleanup.
Yeah, we're good at that.
We could volunteer Christy for cleanup.
Yeah.
we could do the serving. She could do the cleanup.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good at volunteering people, too.
Yeah.
You and I.
Yeah, let's do that. Either way, we will be there because, of course, Tom Hilkemeyer, former employee here at the radio station and a longtime good friend, sports guy, news guy, and we lost Tom here just recently to cancer, and they're going to try to help Donna out through this long stretch of time that Tom was ill. Donna was working 2 jobs at least, maybe 3, to kind of pay the bills, and it's never easy when you have somebody ill and you have medical bills and funeral costs and so forth. So this will be happening on February 25th on a Sunday at the Vets Building at 416 South 1st Avenue in Broken Bow from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., a free will donation meal and silent auction. Just the night before that is casino night.
All right.
Come bet on Red Roll and Dice and make your own fortune. Saturday, February 24th, Sargent Community Center. Doors open at 7, and they're raising money for their swimming pool.
Oh, good.
So it's a casino night, going to be fun. I suppose you can win a little money, but most importantly, you can have fun and raise money for their swimming pool fund that they're working on in Sargent. And they want that swimming pool up and going, and they needed to replace the one they had. So good way to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, what else? Oh, just a real quick reminder that you folks out there who like to follow the cattle sales, we have a cattle sales page on the main menu of sandhillsexpress.com/auctions. You'll find it on the menu. Click on the auction page, and there'll be, right now I think there's 2 or 3 on there that you can get details on.
Good.
Mark Stock's on the phone. All right. Good news.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just bring Mark up. How's that?
That sounds good to me. Yeah, let's see what's happening.
Live radio with Mark Stock, Big Iron Auction Company. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Are you there, Mark?
How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing well. We're doing good. It's good to hear.
I'm en route to Omaha, jumping on a plane, heading over to Louisville, Kentucky for the National Farm Machinery Show. And if you've never been to Louisville, Kentucky for this farm show, it is the largest indoor farm show, I think, in North America. There's so many square feet of exhibit space. It's something to see. And we've been doing these shows for a long, long time. And what's interesting to us is I think we're the only real estate auction company that actually has a booth there. Everybody else is got something else going on. But we apparently like to promote all the land and all the machinery and all the livestock that we're selling, not only to those locally here throughout the Midwest, but we get into Kentucky, we get into Ohio, we get into Indiana, we get into the Empire State Farm Show in New York, we get all the way down to Commodity Classic, which is going to be in Houston, Texas in a couple weeks. So we are participating there, and the main purpose is to highlight all of the items that is being sold on our website. And like today, we've got some livestock selling at 1 o'clock. We've got some really nice feeder steers selling in Arnold, Nebraska for Mills, the Mills family. They also have, I think, 80 of their replacement heifers that are being sold today. These have all had their shots, bangs vaccinated, and they're going to sell on bigiron.com today here starting at 1 o'clock, and just an outstanding set of red Angus animals. We've also got the O'Hare Ranch from over by Johnstown, Nebraska, selling some black Angus A-eyed heifers. These are bred females that are going to be calving, and all of the calving dates for this thing are listed right on the website. Plus, we've got several other packages of livestock selling throughout the Midwest today on BigIron.com. Tomorrow, another nice lineup of machinery selling over 700 items, a couple estates that are going to be sold, some equipment in Illinois featuring some 2022 year model Kinsey planting and high-speed disc tillage equipment. We have combines and planters and sprayers and semi-trucks and grain trailers, flatbed trailers. We have a lot of the items you need to feed your livestock, some feed wagons. We have some livestock hauling trailers. We've got these portable catch pen corral panels. We've also got windbreak panels. And if you are in the heat of getting calving underway, you can check out a lot of the stuff that's used in the calving process that sells to the highest bidder here on the Big Iron website. And we're now listing equipment, folks, for the end of March and into April already. By golly, this 2024 year's first couple of months have gone super, super fast. And if you have items you would like to sell, if you've got some real estate you would like to sell, if you've got some livestock you would like to sell, pick up the phone and call us. Now, next Monday, we've got our classic two-day car sale. And you can scroll through the couple hundred different cars that are selling, Superbirds, Roadrunners, Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes, just to name a few of the things that will get your attention. If you are into classic cars, dial up BigIron.com and scroll through those 2 days of classic vehicles. They're selling next Monday and Tuesday on the Big Iron website. So, and if you're looking for some real estate, folks, we've got land selling in different parts of the country, from Missouri to Kansas, up through Nebraska into Iowa and into Illinois. Dial up the Big Iron website for those particular opportunities. And thank you so much. We're happy that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Go Chiefs! And you know, we're ready for spring football here in Nebraska with a whole new lineup. We're also excited about the Lady Huskers beating Iowa the other day. That was exciting, even though everybody in Iowa loves Big Iron because unfortunately their Iowa school colors is our yellow. But hey, we love Iowa too. We have a lot of fun with a lot of these different states and sales reps all across the country. I think they have a little side bet every now and then on who's going to buy a hot chocolate the next time they see somebody if their team wins or loses. So it's a lot of fun. We like to enjoy the time, and we like to work for you folks. So once again, if you would like to buy or sell, call us, 1-800-937-3558. It's good talking to you guys again.
Hey, Mark, it's always good hearing from you. You always bring a new level of positivity to the show, so we appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, guys. And next time you're in Louisville, Kentucky, stop on by. If you're coming on over, this show's going on Valentine's Day for all you sweethearts out there. It starts tomorrow, and it goes all the way till Saturday afternoon. So you got plenty of time to jump in your car and drive the 14 hours it takes to get here.
Oh, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Real quick, I know you're traveling. I think this particular show exhibits why your company does so well, because you take all this technology that you have, you put it to work, but you still like that face-to-face contact with people, and I think that is becoming more and more unusual. So congrats, and I think people appreciate that.
Well, thank you. We do believe that, as our baby boomers are now working into their senior years, their retirement years, and they make their plans to retire, we understand the importance of relationships. And we know that there are a little over 200 farmers. Get this. This is a very interesting stat. There are 200 farmers or people involved directly in agribusiness that are retiring every day between now and 2030. Wow. And even more interesting statistic is 50% of those people, so 100 people every day when they make that decision to retire, they still haven't thought of their exit strategy. What are they going to do with their land? Are they going to rent it out? What are they going to do with their machinery? Are they going to keep it in the shed or sell it one piece at a time? Are they going to have the retirement sale? What are they going to do? And that's what we do at these meetings. We have a lot of conversations with those people that are trying to develop their exit and retirement strategies, because the shocking number two is that the majority of these farmers that are exiting, they don't have people that are fitting in their shoes, taking over for them from their own families. Their families went away from the farm. They've seen mom and dad working really, really hard, So they went into the cities and got themselves other jobs. And mom and dad stayed out there and farmed, and now they're retiring. So, now they got to find somebody that wants to farm that ground. And we do have a farm management division, by the way. And they've been busy for the last 3 months, renegotiating leases. The commodity prices have definitely changed the outlook here for 2024 in terms of opportunity for farm income in the row crop sector. The cow-calf sector looks really, really good and promising. Keep those babies alive, as always, because those cattle and them feeder cattle are going to be in high demand next year, and I believe the year after that. And you folks that are feeding all those cattle, we empathize every time we see that cold weather and the mud that you're dealing with. So we know it's not easy to put that steak on our plate and the hamburger that we eat. So thank you so much for what you do. But if you have questions on how we can help you with anything when it comes to buying a ranch or selling a ranch or looking for a feedlot, we actually have a couple feedlot properties that we're in negotiation right now to get listed for sale. You can go to our website at bigiron.com and scroll through all of the different opportunities, not only on the equipment side, but on the real estate side and the farm management side as well.
All right, Mark. Always a pleasure. Thanks for calling.
Hey, thank you, guys. You have a great day and the rest of the week.
All right, we'll do. Mark Stock, Big Iron Auction Company. Honestly, he always brings it up a notch. He's a very positive guy. I don't know how he gets it all done. He's on the road a lot. They, as we mentioned, use a lot of technology, and they were kind of in the forefront of some of that for auctions, online auctions. But they still do a lot of shows all the way down into Kentucky. They're becoming known nationwide. So it's great to have them on the
even worldwide, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah. So it's really cool to have them on the show. Hasn't grown too big for us, and we appreciate that very much. It is 8:41. We've got some other things we want to tell you about. That's all coming up here on this terrific Tuesday, the day before Valentine's Day, when we might want to just, unbutton that shirt a little bit and get romantic.
with the judging contest on Saturday, February 17th. Then we roll right into the sale cattle. Wednesday, February 21st is show day at the Classic. Come enjoy the shows, check out the tremendous commercial trade show, plus enjoy that evening with a social with cattlemen and a bull buyer supper. Sale day is on Thursday, February 22nd. Sales will start promptly at 10 a.m. Bulls, bred heifers, fancy heifers, embryo packages, plus remember the commercial heifer pin of 5 sale and the new pin bull sale. Sale day again is Thursday, February 22nd. Friday, February 23rd, we start the junior events. It all happens at the Nebraska Classic, February 17th through the 25th in Kearney.
Varney Health Mart is ready for you to walk through their doors to shop for your Valentine. Stunning Montana Silversmith jewelry is marked at 20% off, and Russell Stover and Baker's chocolates are at 10% off. If that's not enough, look for red or pink. All gifts, toys, or decor with those colors on them are 20% off. Whether you struggle with wrapping or just want it done before you leave, remember they offer it for free. Happy Season of Love from your friends at Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
8:47 on this terrific Tuesday. And yes, the trees are confused, the geese are confused, but it sure is nice when you are outside and it's 50-some degrees in February.
Yes.
I don't know if it's healthy or not for our environment, but it sure feels good.
It does.
So today is National Pancake Day.
I can get into that, like pancakes.
I think it goes together with Fat Tuesday. They eat a lot of pancakes down in New Orleans on Fat Tuesday. But still. We already talked about Swifties adding 10 million people to the Super Bowl, so we'll leave that alone here. Now, this one I think is going to be, leave a question mark in some of our brains.
Okay.
Gen Zs are now recording themselves getting fired.
Oh, okay.
You remember when getting fired was kind of embarrassing? You didn't
really want to tell anybody.
No, you didn't want to. That's right. Not for the Gen Zs. The new thing is recording yourself getting canned. It's a big trend on TikTok, where they've posted tons of videos of managers terminating them, sometimes remotely. A lot of them get terminated remotely nowadays.
Oh.
So I
thought maybe it's just text message.
Probably Zoom.
Yeah, just text your employee.
Yeah.
Don't come in today. Or tomorrow.
Or forever.
The day after that.
In some cases, it becomes a learning experience on how to handle very uncomfortable calls from HR, and yes, the videos are awkward. Some of that goes to the technology on the other end. If you're a HR guy, you're a manager, I got to think it's easier to let somebody go when you're maybe on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast, or you're in New York City and you live downtown and they live in the suburbs, and because a lot of people work from home.
Yep.
I don't know whether face to face that you would get away with recording. You could do it secretly, but just a minute. I want to record this. We're going to. I got a feeling you're going to fire me. I don't know. Valentine scams are full bloom, Brent. Getting duped by a fake Nigerian prince has been going on. Now the feds are warning that Valentine scammers are using AI to really trick you. And we're not talking about old people either. This all different ages. The FBI says dating apps are filled with fake traps created by AI that can say all the right things. Phony online lovers broke the hearts and bank accounts of nearly 70,000 Americans last year, and they look for that to increase with AR being more a part of the scam. Speaking of technology, this one just blows me away. See what you think, guys and gals out there. And Brent, a judge who was caught texting during a murder trial has now stepped down. So there's this judge in Oklahoma who allegedly sent more than 500 texts during a murder trial, has now stepped down from the bench. In the petition that was filed, the text commented on the appearance of people in the courtroom. So the judge was sitting there sending out texts about the district attorney's baby hands. Another one asked if one of the jurors was wearing a wig. As part of her settlement with the state, she can still run for public office, but she can never be a judge again. So she's sitting there during the murder trial, texting to her friends about people in the courtroom and basically kind of making fun of the people in the courtroom rather than paying attention to the trial itself.
I do not know what to say on that. Wow.
So you have a judge that is distracted through technology while a murder trial is going. They've finally figured out why Elon Musk wanted to buy Twitter. Now, you'd think it would be a business situation where he thought he could blow it up and make more money, and It's turned out the other way. It's now X, right? Twitter's now X.
I guess, yeah.
Came out of nowhere. He dropped $44 billion on Twitter. But why? The answer is in a new book called Battle for the Bird. The author claims that Elon was mad at the old Twitter CEO who wouldn't shut down the account that tracks celebrity private jets.
Which would include his.
Including his own and Taylor Swift's. You just heard a story about that. She actually sold one of her private jets because they were tracking it all the time. And he paid for it. Because of that, he wanted to take it over so they would quit tracking jets, his specifically. And now he's having trouble with the X platform. And this is what we call rich people problems.
Yeah.
Wow. Something else, huh?
Yes.
What do you got over there?
Well, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, as we know, and Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts has everything you'll need to get that special someone a special gift for tomorrow's holiday. Brubaker's has a plethora of Valentine's Day gifts for all ages, offering fresh floral arrangements, candy, jewelry, purses, coffee, kids' items, gift cards, and free delivery in town and to the school. So that would be Arnold, which is where Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts is located. Also check out their new selection of Consuela handbags. It is your historic destination barista bar and gift shop right in Custer County at Brubaker's Coffee House in Arnold. Enjoy their delicious baked goods, their full barista bar, and check out their fabulous gifts. Make sure you follow them on Facebook to keep up on all the latest happenings at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, where coffee with a friend is always a good idea. They are open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, open on Saturday from 9 until 3.
Thank you, Brent. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, on The Breakfast Show, we're going to be giving away a $25 gift card to Shotgun Annie's restaurant and saloon in Callaway on Main Street. Now, they have Annie's Sweetheart Meal Deal. This will run from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. tomorrow on Valentine's Day. They have dinner for two for $60 plus tax. Now, if you've been out to eat lately or recently, that's a good deal.
Yes.
Because this is not just any old meal. This is including a shrimp cocktail appetizer, 2 entrees. You can choose steak, jumbo shrimp, chicken, or fish, 2 potato sides, 2 salads, and 2 cheesecake slices.
Oh, delicious.
And also, I mean, you can impress your spouse or your partner, your mate.
Okay.
You know, you can, don't tell her about the special or don't tell him about the special. Say, I'm buying.
Yeah.
Normally this would be, I don't know, $100-some meal. But at Shotgun Annie's, they celebrate love there.
Yes.
And they've got this dinner for two for $60 in tax. For 2. Shrimp cocktail appetizer, 2 entrees. You can choose between steak, jumbo shrimp, chicken, or fries, 2 potato sides, 2 salads, and 2 cheesecake slices.
That'll fill you up.
Yeah. There's some places in this country that you could spend $60 on 2 cheesecake slices.
That's correct. Yes, probably.
Love local. That's what they say at Shotgun Annie's. Now, I'm leaving it in your hands.
Okay.
To ask a question.
Oh, well, thanks for the preparation. So I've got to come up with a question right now?
Yeah, it's live radio.
Okay.
It's also, World Radio Day.
All right.
You can ask something about what's happened on the show, maybe something that we highlighted. You could ask a question about, do you plan to take a couple buttons down to look sexy for your mate tomorrow? Whatever.
Okay. I'll make it simple. This promotion that we're doing is called what?
That's it. That's a good one. I like it.
We're giving away a $25 gift card to Shotgun Annie's as a part of our promotion. What is that promotion called?
What is the promotion called? The phone is ringing right now. Somebody's going to Callaway. Good morning. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
This is Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
How are you?
We're good. Good. I'm holding back because I was thinking of the Johnny Cash song, and I didn't want to go there. So what is the name of this promotion?
Love Local.
That is true, Sue. Now you don't need to be blue.
Oh, no. Yeah, look out, Sue. Here goes Dave and his rhyming.
Because, Sue, you're true. I'm going to play some music, Sue, and I would like to talk to you about glue.
Oh, my.
Love glue. I mean, sticking together. The glue of love. Sticking together. Is that all right?
Sure.
Are you there, Sue?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're a trooper, Sue. Way to go.
If you'll stay on the line, I'll get a little information from you, and then you can come up and pick up the certificate, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Hold on the line.
She talks about the future like she's flipping through a magazine. Finds the beauty in the thrown away and broken things. Gets excited about all my crazy dreams. Got every sunset that she's ever seen memorized. Saves him away for a rainy day or stormy night. Sky's brighter looking at it through her eyes. I don't remember life before she came into the picture. Brought the beauty I was missing with her. Showed me colors I ain't never seen. She took chances. With every wall I built, she saw canvas. I thank God every day for how he made her. My life was black and white, but she's the painter. She reminds me that it ain't too late to start again.
On new CPI numbers.
Removing food and energy, the core index was at 3.9% from a year ago. That matches the December reading.
Groceries and eating out both rose at a faster rate than the month before. The Senate's passed a $95 billion bill for aid to Israel and Ukraine. CBS's Nicole Killian on Capitol Hill.
Speaker Mike Johnson is already pouring cold water on it. He issued a preemptive statement before this vote saying that this legislation doesn't meet the moment because it does not include any provisions to secure the border.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
It was a wild night in Houston between the Rockets and the Knicks with the game tied.
Into the hands of Jalen Green. 1-on-1 against Achua with 5, with 4, to the lane. Reverse layup, ball is deflected. Holiday, catch, shoot, on the way. Back iron, no. Hold on a second. There's a foul, isn't there? On a foul by New York. Oh, my goodness.
Rockets radio network on the call. They ended up hitting 2 of those 3 free throws to win the game. But after video review, the officials admitted afterwards that no foul should have been called, and the Rockets ended up beating the Knicks 105-103. The Timberwolves rolled over the Clippers in L.A. 121-100. Minnesota now leads the Western Conference by 1 game on Oklahoma City and 1.5 games on L.A. and Denver. The Nuggets lost to the Bucks 112-95. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way for Milwaukee with 36 points and 18 rebounds.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 52. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows around 26. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Highs level off around 51. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies. About an inch of snow Thursday night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
It is 9:06. Pick up sticks. We're not Hicks. I hope we can get in our licks.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies. Dave got into the rhyming thing. And when he gets there, whoa, look out.
When I get there, it could be a scare.
Yes, it could be.
You might lose your hair.
I was going to say, make some people pull out their hair.
Beware.
Beware.
Beware. Yeah, see, you're getting into it.
I think I better back out of here and just listen to a little bit and behave myself because I'm starting to get all jacked up.
Okay. Well, I guess we should introduce our guests.
That would be a great idea.
Would that be a good segue?
I think introducing our guests would be the best.
Yeah, there you go. Off-Broadway is here. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So how are things at Off-Broadway Assisted Living?
Wonderful.
Good.
Yeah.
Everybody busy. Everybody's in good spirits.
Good health, good spirits.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I like the good health part.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Because there's some stuff going around. So, that's good news. So where do you guys want to start today? with Off-Broadway?
Well, we would like to announce our February Facebook page drawing winner, Angela Davis. She won the drawing for the Kincaid's gift card and flowers.
Nice.
So congratulations to her. She will need to get a hold of us to get that picked up.
Okay.
Excuse me just a minute.
Okay.
I'm just your engineer, but that...
Wow, very good. That was quick to bring the applause up like that.
It was lightning fast, wasn't it?
Man, I tell you what, 40-plus years of radio experience right there, ladies. Huh? Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
What was the gal's name again?
Angela Davis.
Studio audience goes crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
And that was through Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are very active on Facebook, trying to keep everybody updated with what's going on there. So I'm sure you would love for people to check out your Facebook page.
Absolutely. And, as always, and I noticed this the other day when we were looking at it, we've got some people that want to hinder that. And so please remember that we don't ever ask for a credit card or a payment or anything for you to win. Mm-hmm. I noticed that there was quite a few comments that got hit with, "You're the winner," and that was not us. So we apologize for that. So we're looking at what we can maybe do different from now on. So
well, I just feel terrible you guys have to go through that. Everybody is going through that now. But here you are trying to do something nice for people of the community as you promote your business and the great things that you do, and then people have to do that. I don't understand it, but I guess it's the world we live in. So.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's really bad. I've noticed it's kind of happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got too much time on their hands.
Yes. And not enough money.
Yeah. Evidently. That is for sure. Let's see, availability at Off-Broadway. Are there some apartments available?
So we have, for the February, we have the Sweetheart Deal. So just call Felicia and I and get some more information on that. You can call us at 308-872-2522, and that is available for the first 4 people.
Okay. All right. So take first come, first serve.
Yep.
And it's
right?
a really good deal. So,
okay.
Yes.
Yep. Just wanted to kind of touch bases on the grant that we got. We're looking for contractors. So if you know of someone or you are someone who would be interested in that, please give me a call at the facility and we can discuss that.
All right. So. That's the next step in what has been a very exciting adventure for you guys. I know it's whenever you try to go after these grants, I know there's a lot of things that go into that. So I'm sure you're happy with the reward that you get now, and now it's moving forward, right?
Absolutely. It took us probably over a year to get this done, and so to get it last month was the way to start our year out.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah.
Okay, super. Anything else that you want to touch on?
Don't know if you guys were told, but this is the last time we'll be here for February, and then we'll only start up on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month.
Oh, okay.
Start next month. So.
All right. Well,
really?
Good. Yeah. Well, we'll still get to see you, so that's good.
Is it something that maybe Brent said?
I was going to ask if it was Dave.
Yeah, it was Dave.
It was
Just kidding.
Wow.
The truth comes out.
I'm kidding.
Well,
we love you, Dave.
Well, we love you guys too. We've had a lot of fun. Lisa and Jody, of course, we've been working with you even longer, but it's understandable if you can come in a couple times a month, we'll still get to see you, and know you have a lot of things going on.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have a lot of stuff going on, and and we're going to be, we're starting to fill up, and things are going really well. And of course, we'll still come in and discuss our winter, and catch up every couple of weeks. We just have a lot going on, so we want to make sure that we're not stopping from like being able to market and do our stuff, but we could still come in and talk to you guys and still promote. So.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It really does. And again, sometime maybe this spring we can stop by and do a show with you there on one of those times, and we can take a look around and kind of visualize what you guys are going to be doing as the construction gets underway, and we'd like to do that too. Come see you guys.
Absolutely. We'd love it.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
Okay.
And I know Dave would love to see the hot tub.
Oh, man, I just slip up there either before the show or after.
I'll lock you in the whirlpool.
Okay, I'll do a little dip in there. No, that's great. As long as you keep coming, we just want to see you once in a while. So.
Yep, we will keep coming.
All right, good.
So some of the activities, what's up right now? It's going in the second half of February into January as far as you still going out and about and meeting people?
Yes.
And doing that?
Yeah, so I am going to be going to Sargent and Ansley. I'm going to be running around a few places here and also in Myrna. There's, of course, other cities that I do plan on going to, but that's my next steps. And so, yeah, we've been... Jody and I've traveled, and I've been traveling, and I'm excited. Hopefully we'll have some events coming up soon. So, yeah.
Springtime.
Yes.
Yeah. So you mentioned that things are going well. Are there any units left right now for people to come and take a look at?
Yes, there's some left, and we might also, I know there's a waiting list, but if you want to get on the waiting list for a 2-bedroom, definitely come do that. I was talking to one of the ladies, and she said she was on the waiting list for over 3 years before she could get in. So, now would be the time to get on that waiting list because it's starting to trickle down. Yeah.
And again, another option would be if Brent and I retire there, we're going to go with bunk beds in a single.
Yeah, there's really no response to that, is there, Jody? Yep.
No.
Well, your last time here for the month, we wanted to make you speechless. You did it.
Oh no. Oh, it's so exciting. I think, it's a beautiful facility anyway, and then to be able to enhance it and add on to it and make more room for things to happen. The kitchen, the added where the folks can do a little of their own cooking, and it's just pretty exciting. Yeah.
And the workout facility.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yes.
So, all right. So there are singles left. Get on the waiting list for the 2 bedrooms, and come and take a tour. Come and talk to you guys when they want to take a look. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else?
Don't forget, our March Facebook drawing will start the 1st and run through the 25th.
Okay. Let me try this one here. Let's see here. I don't want to... Brent, I just got to tell you, did you get new glasses?
Yes, I've had them for over a week now. Yeah, but you're the first staff member to notice, so congratulations.
Well,
thanks.
Thank you.
They match your shirt.
Yeah. You probably couldn't hear it, but the studio audience was laughing. I think they've had a little bit too much to drink this morning.
Yeah, a little bit.
You guys haven't met Gavin Higgins, or maybe you have, Jody. He was around here as our news guy, worked with Emily, and he went up to the ranch, his family ranch, when he left here. And it's February. You'd think Gavin Higgins would be out bringing little baby calves into the world, right?
Being on the ranch, yeah.
Up there around Valentine.
Yeah.
But he just sent us a message. He's watching the show from poolside in Mexico.
Oh.
And is hoping that we are enjoying our day.
Yes, we are.
We are. So there, Higgy baby.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? We don't really want you to go if you guys want to hang. I suppose you got some other things you want to do. So I could probably swing by later and just maybe drop by. I got my swimsuit in the car.
Yeah, you can come eat lunch. Come take a dip in the whirlpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Brent?
Nothing.
He's getting closer to that corner every minute.
I'm just picturing Dave walking into Off-Broadway in his nothing but his swim trunks.
It is going to be nice out today, you know.
There you go.
Not that nice. Not that nice. Here's John Anderson on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Tell you a little story here in a moment. Waiting for the song to pop up. So I was trying to... I had somebody tell me the other day, and this is the fun part about radio, because I bet when you guys are out and about, sometimes they say, hey, I heard you the other day.
Yeah.
And you get that. And people around here are so kind. And I had a gal, I can't remember where we were, but she said, oh, Dave, I chuckled the other day. Little, like 2 or 3 year old relative was going, and this is David J. This is David J. And she said he's little guy said it about 3 times, and I said, well, he'll get over that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool, isn't it, when you go out and about and you hear stories like that. And I know Brent gets a lot of nice comments about covering all the ball games and stuff, and you know, that part of it's nice. And I bet you the payoff for you guys is when people you see say, hey, I heard so-and-so really enjoys living at Off-Broadway and eating all the good food and playing cards and having fun. I bet that's your guys' payoff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Melts the heart.
Yeah, it does. That's what makes it all worth it. Plus, you know, Brent gets to work with me, and I know he feels very soft about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's John Anderson. He's up now. Here we go. 9:23. Again, congratulations to Sue, who won a $25 gift card to Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill in Callaway. And they have that Valentine's special going on that we told you about. Don't miss that. Tomorrow, we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to Geared for Sports.
Ooh, am I eligible?
No.
Okay.
Even if it's your birthday tomorrow, you're not.
Okay.
No. But you could drop by, folks, for Brent's birthday and make a donation to the blood drive that's going to be held tomorrow on Valentine's Day at the Broken Bow Municipal Building from 1 until 6 p.m. And they'd love to have you. They're pretty short in blood, as you know, for supply. A couple of things that are happening that we have notes of. The sermons a la carte will be held at noon tomorrow at the Broken Bow United Methodist Church, a half-hour worship followed by a free will donation lunch. And also the First Presbyterian Church in Broken Bow is having a Ash Wednesday community service starting at 7 p.m. Everyone is welcome for that. And you might have other activities with your church centered around the Ash Wednesday as well. So that's all taking place today and tomorrow. And the next few days are going to be busy with sports, as you mentioned. Is there anything else over there you wanted to highlight? Did you want me to help you with anything there?
Yeah. I didn't split these up, did I? I'm sorry. There you go. I'll give you half of them. Yeah, we got some job opportunities to keep reminding you of. Make sure you check out sandhillsexpress.com. Go to the employment page. A lot of things being posted now, including the fact that the Village of Myrna is accepting applications for a part-time maintenance operator. You must be 21 years of age or older and possess a current valid driver's license. Duties would include operation of sewer and water systems, maintenance of streets, equipment maintenance, and general upkeep of village property. Experience is certainly a benefit, but willing to train the right person. Questions and applications should be directed to the village clerk's office between 8 and 1. And the phone numbers you can call are 643-2281 or 643-7022. The Village of Myrna is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Custer County Foundation Executive Director position is open through the Custer County Foundation. This is a full-time position located here in Broken Bow. The executive director acts as the CEO for Custer County Foundation as well. Some of the duties include public awareness, asset development, oversee grant-making programs, program development, and much more. They also have qualifications that they would like you to meet. At least a bachelor's degree would be appreciated. They also would like you to have 5 or more years experience in at least one of the following categories, which include management, policy development, asset development, donor relations, and grant making. And of course, leadership skills. You must be self-motivated, have a good writing skills and communication skills, be okay with the technology of today, and have organizational skills. Send your resume to the Custer County Foundation at Post Office Box 304, Broken Bow 68822, or email your resume to custerfoundation@msn.com.
Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership looking for an individual to work as a floating center assistant in their Ord, Burwell, and Broken Bow locations. It is a full-time position, 40-hour per week position with a starting wage of $14 per hour. You would be assisting where needed in the classroom depending on the location, help the teacher and staff with activities, documenting, and cleaning. For more information, contact CNCAP at 745-0780, extension 105, or you can apply online by going to centralnebraskacap.com.
It's a party going on in Cozad at Rustic and Red. It's the Thursday everyone looks forward to. The Sip and Shop. Sales run all day this Thursday. Sipping starts at 4 p.m. And be listening and watching for more details this week on their Facebook page to stay up on what they're going to be doing completely on Thursday. Grab your girlfriends and make a girls' trip to Cozad to check out Rustic and Red this Thursday for their Sip and Shop. They start at 10 a.m. and go to 7 p.m. at Rustic and Red in beautiful downtown Cozad. If you haven't been to their shop, you're going to be awestruck. If you've been there, you know you want to go back.
They are looking for caregivers, CNAs, and medication aides to serve at Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, a licensed assisted living facility specializing in all Alzheimer's and dementia care. Their goal to provide a home-like atmosphere and give enriching care in a safe and nurturing environment where the individual can thrive and live a productive and active life. Specialized training in the most advanced forms of memory care is provided at the time of employment and certainly is ongoing. If you'd like to apply, please email qsvbrokenbow@gmail.com. Stop in person at their facility, which is located at 715 Arapahoe Lane in Broken Bow. Or if you'd like more information, give them a call at 308-872-6387.
Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has some vacancies, and these are affordable rent-based apartments, and they're based on income, maintenance-free living, no lawn mowing or snow removal. They have one-bedroom apartments for elderly 62 years of age or older. They also have apartments for handicapped and or disabled regardless of age. So call even if you don't think you qualify, because they can tell you about the guidelines. All utilities are paid except for the phone. All appliances are furnished, including garbage disposal. They have an outdoor entrance, and they have physical therapy right across the street, a doctor and hospital just 3 blocks away, and a local nursing home in case you have a loved one needing to live there. They have a grocery store within 1.5 blocks, a drugstore, bank, hardware store, and restaurants. In other words, everything you need is right there in Callaway. Contact Cassie Anderson, the manager, at 308-836-4466, 308-836-4466. They're nice. My uncle lived there, and they're nice little apartments.
Yeah, good.
And you're right. They're right downtown. You just got everything right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you draw it up. You know what I'm saying? You're giving me that look. I'm sorry about your glasses. I thought you looked different, but I wasn't sure why. I thought
that's okay. They're not dramatically different from what I had in the past, but yes, I did get new glasses. Thank you, Prairie Eye Care. You'd be amazed how much better I've been able to see the game, as I call it, the last week. I've been very thankful for that.
That helps. Well, you got plenty of games and wrestling to see the days ahead with your partners in crime, Larry Kottner and Jeremy Scheip, and also, of course, on the wrestling side, Coach Patch and Coach Crawley. So it's going to be a whirlwind. Well, it already is underway. Last night and tonight, I guess we take Wednesday off and then tear into wrestling on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, along with the other games that are going to be called here. So by Sunday, this round will be over. Hopefully we'll have lots of basketball teams moving on down the road.
Yeah, boys, in fact, Jeremy just shared with me boys sub-district basketball pairings just came out, so we'll be putting the focus on boys sub-district basketball and girls district finals next week. So we just keep moving right along.
All right, that's the show for today. Join us again tomorrow for the Wednesday edition, and you folks out there have a good and safe day. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.